Hi everybody, so here we are, we're back. I'm going to write a new song like I always do, so in these videos they're a little bit longer, but I basically am going to take you through the entire process. So I just created a riff right before I turned the camera on, but just kind of got as far as like just figuring out what I might do as far as a verse, and it's a really easy progression. It's just like 2 chords for the verse. So it's going to be this. So, yeah, it's basically going to be in G minor. So I'm going to go from this just to a C power chord. And then I'm going to go into the chorus part, which I believe is probably going to be G to B flat. To this C9 that I like to play. I like to play these like chords that are 9 chord because it's root, 5th, and 9th. And then I'll go. Just has a really cool sound to it. I think that's going to be my song. Basically just verse into chorus, however many times I feel like playing it. And then I'm going to repeat that 3 times, and then I'm going to do a guitar solo probably over the 3rd verse. That's pretty much what I do for a lot of my songs. Every now and then I'll change it up a little bit, but that's 90% of the time what I do. The last 2 videos I made, well, more like 6 videos probably, because I always get 3 out of each song. I was just kind of experimenting with stuff. So I did like a punk song where it was like, it sounded like old school punk because I was using this plugin called Riot Drums, and they sound super realistic, like just this crappy drum set that's in the back of a punk club or something. It's cool and all, but I just don't feel like it's my sound. And then I was doing another one where I did similar, and I actually literally added a sample kick to this sample drum set because it was so realistic. It like needed a little something to have the kicks like just slap a little bit more. So anyway, I did that. But yeah, so that was the last song, and it was okay again, but I just don't feel like it's my sound. So it was fun, so I put them out as singles, and you can find them online. Just follow the link in my description, it'll take you to all my music. There's basically a link down there that goes to all of my sites like YouTube Music, which I have another channel through DistroKid, because that's where I put my songs up online. So they have just like a YouTube channel for me that's just all of my music. And then I'm on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Play, Pandora, like pretty much all of them. So DistroKid just puts you up on everything. So I want to just kind of get back into my sound, because I just feel like I have like a sound, and I keep making these really cool albums, and like I like modifying it a little bit here and there, but I just feel like I was, going a little too far off. So kind of back on it now. Okay, let's figure out the tempo. My template here starts at 138, so just below 140. It's just randomly what I saved it as. So I have a template here that I always like open up. So I've been tweaking it a little bit since I got the new plugins, but just kind of reverted back just because I liked what I had before with some upgrades. Okay, so probably let's try 161 because I just rolled up to there. I feel like that's too fast. 150. 150 seems just about right. Okay, so now we got a tempo. You'll notice I have a drum beat going, so I just do that pretty much for my metronome. I have the metronome as well, and it's just kind of like really reinforce the tempo, because I always do the guitar parts first, then I do the bass part, then I do the drums. So I just need to have something dead on steady that I play to. So I just got the left side done. Now I'm going to do the right side. So when I edit the video, you're going to notice I just kind of cut off after the first chorus. Reason being, it's the same thing 3 times in a row. Although I did change my song structure just slightly. So the chorus part it's like half for the first chorus, and then it's like a full length one for the second one. And then what I did for the solo, I did the full length of the verse, and then I did 2 extra progressions of the chorus, just so I'm going to extend the solo from the verse to the chorus part, so it just kind of has like a nice build to it. And then the chorus, you know, once I start singing, it's going to be a full chorus again, and then I end on the C9 there, which is kind of cool because I'm like in G minor here / B major, parallel minor and major. It's kind of a weird chord to end on, so it works. Cool, so now I'm going to go back to the beginning and figure out what the heck I want to do for my overdubs. So I have a couple things I always like to do. The common thing is I do octaves, doubled octaves, like that. That's like, just thickens up the chords. So, you know, like the chorus I'm doing that chord, G9, so I'm doing, you know, root 5th, 9th there. So like I can add stuff into the chord with these overdubs. Like it's a G minor, so I could do the B flat over it and get the 3rd in there, or just whatever I want to do, which, let me actually see here. So I could go B flat. I think I got something, so I'm going to do this for the side. Like I said, I always do stereo here, so that's left, this will be right. So now, the question is, do I want to do any leads? So now I'm going to do another side. I think it might be better palm muted a little bit. Just add rhythmic texture. There we go. There's the right side. That sounds kind of cool. Has a cool pulse to the song. Okay, so now I'm going to do a guitar solo. So that's probably around here-ish. Good guess is 58. So for the solo, do I want to do anything melodic-ish or just kind of like jam along? Let me play. That's a nice solo. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the bass guitar, so let me grab that and tune it up, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I just tuned up. Now, let's get to this. So, first part, I'm doing that G minor 7. I could just run around on the minor scale. Okay, that took 2 seconds, but I think I got a bass line, so I'm just going to go with the first thing I want, or I've played. So here we go. Okay, so bass is done. Should probably turn off the input monitoring. Yay. And I'll be right with you because I'm going to move the camera over and start doing the drums. Alright, so I'm at the drums. I'm going to do a pretty easy part. I'm just going to do like a tom thing in the verse that just kind of fits the song, and then just go into a standard rock beat in the chorus on the crash cymbal. Alright, so that takes care of the drum part. Anyway, that's done, so now I gotta move on to the vocals. So again, see you in a bit. Alright, so what's up? I just started doing a scratch track, so I kind of had like a melody idea and I just put it down really quick, so I just kind of like hummed the thing into the microphone, and so it's like so that's like the verse, and the chorus is over here. Yeah. So these are just rough ideas so I don't forget what I had in mind. I took the drum part, I switched it over to Superior Drummer 3, If you can tell, the sounds are a little bit different. And then I did something, I just kind of put in a little bit of a MIDI part for like underneath the chorus. It's just like a choir synth basically, and the reason I did that is it just kind of makes it so that I have this cool effect underneath. It just kind of strengthens the chords. So this is it. But yeah, so it's like just under there, and it just kind of like thickens up the chords a little bit. Yeah. So you can barely hear it in the mix, but sometimes I like to do that depending on the song. Let's get started writing lyrics here, because I have my phone up here, but I haven't written anything down yet. So I'm just going to do it into my app here, and that way I can just copy and paste when I put this online and, have the lyrics go up. Be back with you in a second. As I type this, I'll just speed up the footage. Alright, so I just finished the lyrics. I'm going to do a little bit of a practice run here just to make sure I kind of got the hang of it. Yeah, I think I'm good. So I'm going to leave the scratch track on there just in case I have a brain fart and forget my melody, because, it could happen up until the end. So, all right, I'm just going to hit record here and hope for the best. Like you for the world, yet you can't see what lies ahead. How to live, but I just end cold and dead. I'll take the pain away. We all just turn to stay. All right, I think I got through the whole thing, so that should be cool. We all just die. Okay, so those little like fry scream things I just did at the end, they don't sound too fantastic right now, but I throw this plugin called Clip Distortion on them, and sometimes I put an overdrive pedal on, just like an Ibanez Tube Screamer type thing, and with the right settings, it makes those sound really cool. I might just do dubs on the chorus, which I usually do, so that the vocals just stand out a little more in the chorus, and it also serves a dual purpose, because if I was a little bit off pitch or something somewhere, I can like chop it and crossfade it. I don't usually have to do that, but just in case, it's a good backup, because it's just extra takes I can work with. I'll take the pain away. We all just turn to stay. So it's going to sound a little weird right now because I'm not doing all the turning down and panning and such right now. It's all at the same level and all up the center just while I'm tracking. I'll do that later when I mix. I'll take the pain away. All right, should be right there. I'll take the pain away. We all just turn to stay. I'll take the pain away. We all just turn to stay. All right, last one. So I'll do the left and then the right. I don't really know why. I just kind of do it in that order just because I'm used to doing it that way. I'll take the pain away. We all just turn to stay. I'll take the pain away. We all just turn to stay. I'll take the pain away. We all just die. Okay, so there we have dubs. Awesome. Now I'm going to make another track because I'm probably going to do a harmony, so I just have to figure out what that's even going to be. But let me just mess around here a little bit and listen to it. I'll take the pain away. We all just have to say. Last one. I'll take the pain away. We all just have to say. I'll take the pain away. We all just have. All right, cool. That should do it. Let me listen to that last one, just make sure it was okay. Yeah, I think that's cool because I'm going to do my whole mix here. Now I'm not going to mix it like all the way because I'm listening with headphones and it would just kind of not be cool because it wouldn't turn out that great because I got low latency mode on so I can, do this without an echo, and I've got headphones on that are not very great headphones, so mix wouldn't turn out too well. But I can show you what I do here for the most part. So first thing is I just have a stock compressor that I turn on. It's the Studio FET, and I have it set so the threshold is somewhere between 10 and 20 or minus 10 and 20 dB depending on the song and how hard I was or aggressively I was singing into the parts. And it's usually a 4:1 ratio, no makeup gain. The ACK is pretty much all the way up. The release is halfway, around 50 milliseconds-ish. It's a little less than halfway. It has a mix knob that's all the way up. Distortion, there's a distortion on here. It's not like guitar distortion. It's just a little extra saturation. But I usually, on my main vocals, put it to soft because there's soft, hard, and clip distortion. For my overdubs, I'll not touch that. Let me just plop this on the rest of them. I have this saved as my default because it's the only thing I use a compressor on really ever is my vocals. And then I put on an EQ, which is just cutting highs and lows to get rid of the rumble and the hiss out of the microphone. I normally just put an reverb, and it's a mono to stereo, and that's called Chromaverb. It's another stock plugin. However, I am going to go here. Come on. Distortion, clip distortion. I'm going to add these two plugins and turn them off, and then I'll automate them on and off when I hit the screams. So I use clip distortion, and I have a Line 6 Pod Farm Tube Screamer model. That, with the correct settings, will make screams sound really awesome. And then I'm going to take the dubs. I'm going to go down minus 10. And then I'm going to pan them. So one goes minus 35 plus 35. And then as far as the harmony part, I'm not sure where I want that to sit. So I'm just going to preliminarily just go minus 7. That'll give us enough to listen to. So the screams are going to sound a little more impressive because I'm going to automate the distortion and on and off and whatnot. But I can't do that with these headphones. I got to listen to the actual monitors here. Just to give you an idea how the panning, turning down, and adding those makes the vocals just sound a lot better. Let's just listen. Yeah, much better. So it's not doing that doubling thing anymore. It just thickens it up. So I'm going to do this. If I solo this main track out, I can just kind of show you what the clip distortion does. So there's clip distortion. Let's listen to just clip distortion. Without. So it's barely doing anything, but it just makes it a little more gritty. Now for the overdrive pedal. So you can hear what that's doing. It's really making it ugly. But it works to make it sound more like a scream than what I'm actually doing, which is just, yeah, fry stuff. Wah, that thing over a falsetto note. So once I add that to all of them, it's going to sound a lot more impressive. So like I said, I got to do it without these headphones on though. So, you know, I'm going to shut down, and then the next thing you're going to see is going to be the multiple windows and me playing over the final mix. So if you like the video, like and subscribe. I like to make these and just kind of show you the whole process. I just think it's a cool thing to do because, you know, some people just don't know how to do this or what goes into it. And this is basically it. It takes a little bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, you can come up with really cool stuff. So, all right, that's it. See you later. Next time.